right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Mindset Podcast. I am Steven Salmon, and my co-host is Greg McCoy. And today's topic is going to be talking about adding value and being original. And this is something that I specifically focus on quite a bit with our business, because in every category, whether it be pre-workout, aminos, protein, it's very easy to get caught up in just duplicating what's already been done 100,000 times before, and to actually come into a category that's very saturated and to be able to add value and be different and give, for example, our consumers something new and exciting to talk about and to take is not always easy. And so if you're gonna go into anything in your life, you better be fucking original. You better be adding value, or you're wasting everybody's time around you. Nobody wants another Me Too insurance agent. Nobody wants another Me Too protein powder. Nobody wants another Me Too gym. And I think you can really set yourself apart if you actually take some time, look at your competitors, look at the market, and try to be unique in your approach.
Yeah, it's excellent advice, and I think you have a knack for this. It's been a competitive advantage for you for as long as I've known you. You're an innovative guy, which I love about you, and it's a big part of the reason y'all's company is successful.
Thank you.
It's not easy to do, though.
No.
And I like to think we've been innovative in some areas, and it can be really hard, especially when you're looking at, okay, here's all these successful companies that I'm going to compete against. Mm-hmm. What are they doing? Oh, that's working really good. Maybe I should do that. Mm-hmm. It's the ass backwards way to look at it. You cannot go try to emulate something because you're not that.
Yep.
You have to own your own entity and ideas, and it takes longer and it's harder to do. Mm-hmm. But I think it's the only way you can have real long-term success, unless you're just gonna cherry pick and copy here and there. But it's got a time limit on it. And I know watching you, it's cool because you get copied a lot. Mm-hmm. But I know that you're always looking forward, mm-hmm. And you're going to continue to crank out original ideas that your customers are going to appreciate and follow you for. And all those people are in your rearview mirror, mm-hmm. that are copying you. So you end up okay. Being original and adding value, you can't fail there.
Yeah. Sometimes being original and being different, it's not always welcomed off the bat. But if you continuously try to add value to everybody's life around you, people are going to appreciate what you're doing long term.
Yeah, you fail. You learn by failure on what is valuable.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll think you got the greatest idea of all time, and people don't see the value in mm-hmm. it. And so you're like, all right, I got two options. I can attempt to educate them on why this is valuable. Mm-hmm. Or I miss the mark and nobody cares. No, and that's a realistic outcome sometimes.
Yep. Short time here to keep moving forward.
Yeah. We've put new pieces of equipment in the gym that was like, all right, this is cutting edge. No one else has this. Yep. Like, we're going to be the spot. And, people just walk by it and they're like, I think I'll stick to hammer strength. It's just like, and so sometimes it flops. Sometimes, though, you get people flying to your gym to try it out. Yep. So you got to take risks.
And sometimes you're so far ahead of the curve that you're operating in the future.
Yeah.
You're 2 years, 3 years ahead of the curve to where people don't see it now, but you've set that foundation. You've concreted yourself in to where when it does start to trend, you're already fucking there.
Yeah.
You're already the Google search. Mm-hmm. You own that keyword. You're cemented in there. And so, yeah, if you're constantly working in the future, you're going to set yourself apart so far ahead that nobody can fucking catch up to you. And that's what you want. You don't want to be another copycat or another Me Too, and you'll never make fucking friends that way either, because everybody will be your enemy.
Nobody enjoys being copied.
God damn it.
Promise you that.
Mm-hmm. 1,000%.
When you put in the sweat and the tears and the research and the trial and error to come up with an original idea, and then someone yanks it. It is so frustrating.
And they usually do a poor job at it too.
Yeah.
It's at least like take this and make it fucking better.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking be a cheap copycat.
Yeah.
Don't be a cheap knockoff. So, I mean, you've done that time and time again with recreating and adding value to the gym space around. I mean, you were like the first hardcore gym in Dallas. And then you went one step further. I mean, it wasn't one, it was like 10 steps further. And then now what you've done with Hidden is just so unique and different. I mean, it's like when you called me and told me you're looking at buying this gym and changing it, I was like, dude, it's been, what the fuck? Like, how are you going to like, are you sure you want to get back into another 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Being locked in? But Hidden's become such a fucking beast of a gym. It's so different than anything in its pocket. There's nothing else like it in DFW.
Yeah, and I think if that's the inspiration, is, you know, if you want to start something of your own, or no matter what you're doing, if you really love it and you're really willing to go deep and understand it and understand what people are looking for, you get to a point where like you got more ideas than you got time.
Yep.
And so just these original ideas just start to happen, and you get into this cool flow where you're like, all right, I understand the environment. I know what people like and what people don't like, and I have this history of knowledge. And now, it starts to be really, really fun, because your members or your customers enjoy it, and so that's like great feedback to keep trying. And yeah, it's really fun, and it's rewarding. I think is probably, what I would say if you're stuck in this comparison mindset or trying to just do a version of what someone else has already done. It's not the most rewarding thing I can imagine. To have something that just like came in your brain and you evolved over time, like, is an extremely rewarding feeling.
There's in a lot of situations with me, I will not follow our competitors on social media. People that like are my friends that own other supplement companies, I don't follow their companies, and I don't follow them out of respect to them, because I don't want an idea that they had or they talked about or they posted to all of a sudden be parked in the back of my brain to me to think it's an original idea for me. And so a lot of those situations I try to avoid them clouding their thoughts into my head, so I don't copy them. And start trying to stay in your own lane, and the people that you love and respect, let them be in their lane and you be in your lane, and trying to stay away from that so that they don't start copying you and you don't start copying them is really important.
And it's I think you do a good job of, you have personal interests outside of the space. And you find inspiration and bring that into fitness, which is cool. It's neat when we have leaders in the industry that can borrow and interpret cool ideas.
That's a good point.
And pull it into this fitness world for us to enjoy. And same thing for me, like, we have a lot of common interests in motorcycles and cars and different things. So it's when you see something cool happening in one industry, okay, how can I interpret that? Sometimes it takes a metamorphosis for it to apply to fitness. But it's you can recognize cool and adapt it to your own space.
I think that's a really cool point, because it's okay to steal, but don't steal from your space.
It's not copying, really. Like
if you're going to incorporate, if you're going to steal, take it from another industry that's already executed and done really well, and then look at their success path, and look how you can kind of merge that into your industry by adding value there. It's okay to go look at your favorite motorcycle company. It's okay to go look at your favorite candy company. It's okay to go look at your favorite, whatever your favorite thing is outside of the space, and hey, how are these guys winning? What are they doing really well? How can we add that cool thing to our cool thing? It's completely okay. Dude, I'm constantly looking at other companies and their innovation and their innovation paths and how they're reaching that conclusion, how they're attracting that target consumer, and being like, hey, I think our customers really appreciate this too. How can we merge that into our space and really add value here? I think you constantly doing it by the design of your gym and the way it looks and the way it feels. I mean, because being at a gym now is no longer just, I'm going here to go do my 30 minutes of cardio and go do my hour weights and I'm going home. It's a place of being. You want to be in that space because it makes you comfortable. It makes you relaxed. It's a place to exhale. And when you get to hidden, dude, there's a reason why everybody takes a picture by that neon sign.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why everybody's in that tunnel. There's a reason why people want to be there, because the aesthetic of it. It makes you feel like you've leveled up when you walk in the doors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's so much that you guys have pulled from other industries and brought into that space to where it's like, this doesn't feel like a fucking gym. This feels like almost like a fucking resort in some ways. You know, it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Thank you.
So, yeah, man, I think it's cool to be innovative, to be different, to add value, to bring people up. And ultimately, as you add value, what are you doing? The next guy in front of you has to one up you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the consumer wins.
Yeah, that pushes everything forward.
Yep. And if you constantly want to make the world better around you, you have to one up it. You have to bring value. You have to be different. You have to be innovative in any facet, whether you're a personal trainer, whether you're a bouncer at a club, whether you're a gym owner, whether you're a supplement company owner, whether you're an insurance agent, whether you're an attorney, whether you work behind a desk, whether you operate a camera. And this is how you fucking win, is you be better. And being better is not copying anybody. Nobody fucking likes that guy. Fuck that guy. Right? So push it, man. Push the boundaries. One up everybody else. Be different. Be creative. Be unique. And you'll fucking win.
Yeah.
And ultimately, if you keep doing it, you're going to win fucking big. And that's what you want to do. So,
I mean, that's kind of a mic drop ending.
There you go. Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll catch you the next time.